Hello, Disc Golf World. My name is Kevin Jones, and you are joining me and Luke Humphries for the 2020 Disc Golf Championship at the Preserve. This is a Disc Golf Pro Tour event, and this is the final round. We've got some really good action coming for you guys right now. Luke, are you excited as I am?
Yeah, I can't wait for this. We got the young gun Emerson. We got the course designer, Cale, Leiviska. And then we got a couple other guys playing some hot golf right now. Can't wait to see what they do. Starting off on hole one, just a pretty generous driving space. And this low ceiling green you got to slide it into. We got
right.
Adam Hammies, Wisconsin native, up first.
This is a shot that you want to get a decent amount of distance on. Somewhere in the 450-foot range would be ideal.
Yeah, that would leave you under 300 into the green, setting up, I think, what the hole calls for in like a putter or mid-range approach.
Perfectly played shot right there by Adam. I'm imagining it's some type of force, maybe.
Yep. And Emerson Keith, who we saw on par save last round.
I feel like we've been doing a bunch of commentary over Emerson actually recently.
Yeah, it feels like we have. He's been playing a bunch of great golf. Kid plays his best golf at the highest level. It's real fun to watch. This is a Ballista Pro out of Emerson.
That's the play right there.
Yeah, anywhere in the short grass is going to be perfectly fine. Thomas Earhart out of Illinois, Brian Earhart's younger brother. This dude is a putting son of a gun. One of the best putters in the world in my mind. He's just got a laser putt. Can't wait to watch what he does.
Nice. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, we played together at Worlds this year. I think he had like 11 out of bounds or something. I had 2, and we shot the same score because he didn't miss a putt. That'll do it for you right there.
Give it up for
He's flirting right here with the left OB, but I think he ended up safe, and because he's safe, he's going to be in a good spot.
Yeah. Cale getting that hometown love, as you can imagine. Just unbelievable effort to purchase the course, design it, clear it, and get it ready for this Pro Tour event. Amazing what him and his crew did in just a small amount of time. Looks like the 750 D1 out of Cale. He loves that disc. He'll be throwing it a lot.
It is cool. Like, we're going to see the designer of the course and the owner of the property fight his way through this place, kind of see how he imagines it being scored.
Yeah, exactly.
Emerson with the really glidey old Justice, it looks like.
Yeah, been throwing that one for a few years now. That's perfect.
Yeah, the extra ground play on that really helped, brought it into a park job.
Thomas playing the hyzer route in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
Perfectly
a good
played.
start. Kind of similar reaction to what his brother would do, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, they have a lot of the same characteristics. I think they might even be rated the same right now. The highest rated players from Illinois, the exact same brothers. Pretty cool.
That is crazy. Adam Ham is with a really good drive, just going to chip up a putter from like 260.
Yeah, I think that was his zone. He's inside the circle. We've got a great putting card here. I talked about Thomas Earhart. I think we all know about Emerson Keith. And if you've watched Hall of Fame Classic from last year, it's basically an Adam Hammies highlight putting show. The dude was hitting standstill, straddle 80-footers the entire tournament. As I say that, a little bit uncharacteristic, but first putt, first hole, he'll get it on track, I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Adam's dangerous from anywhere, whether it's 80 feet or 25 feet, he's good for it. Emerson, just the way you want to start. Pretty stress-free birdie.
Yeah. Cale as well. That's the way to do it. Thomas, a mere formality. Great start from the young guy. There's the trophy you see right there beside Cale. It's like 4 feet tall. It's got a black bear on it. Sick trophy.
It's going to be legendary one day.
Yep. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this tournament progresses, how this course evolves. I think we're going to be playing out here for a long time. Hole 2 met with a little wooded challenge, much different than hole 1. I like the contrast between the two. What are you doing here, Kev?
I agree about the contrast, and yeah, there's nothing special here. There's no ceiling even to worry about. It's just a straight shot with the slightest bend to the left. So righties are usually going to be opting for a stable putter or something. Something to just go really flat and straight, and then the tiniest finish to the left.
Yeah, we're going Gatekeeper from Emerson.
Okay, so he hits that last tree on the right side, and usually when you hit that tree, you're going to be in somewhere in circle 2 like Emerson is there.
Yeah, it looks like he's right about 45 feet, well inside his range. Go through that. Oh my gosh.
That's the first time I've seen that, and some more tree love there.
Kick. Let's go, buddy.
Wow.
Cale, I imagine Cale pimping this one pretty much every time, and he's not good there. That's going to be a par.
Some left to right wind kind of drug his disc over to the right. I believe that was a Spectrum PA3 out of him.
Yes, it was.
Adam looks to be playing the same approach disc as he played on 1. I believe it's a glow zone. Missed that. Nah, he knew it out of the hand. That's basically the tree to miss. Once you've gone past that one, there's not too much in your way. 120 feet pitch up for Adam here. There you go. Another pitch up from Cale. Emerson. This looks to be more like 50 feet.
Just drops it in.
Ridiculous. Standstill. Takes it to his side.
That was cool. That slow-mo gave you a little peek at the kind of grip that Emerson's using for his spin putt.
Yeah, great putt from Emerson. That's exactly how you want to start off your final round at a Pro Tour event. Yeah. You can see him mention it. He caught some tree yesterday, kind of fortuitous kick, and then a nice putt again. So, not playing this hole especially clean, but scorecards don't have pictures.
Yep, and Tom's going to agree with that.
Yeah.
After he gets some tree love and ends up in the park job area. So nice shot there from Tom and good birdie. Adam, after a pitch up, is going to be securing a par as well as Cale.
That's right. This hole coming in is the 11th most difficult, averaging .38 strokes under par. We had 48% of our field able to get the birdie on that hole. Nice tempo from Thomas. And we got to see a little bit of that putt. Just a real good motion, nice tempo. I kind of feel like he's going to bang at least a 60-footer in this round. I have no idea. I'm talking off the top of my head here, but Thomas bangs putts, and I can't wait to see that happen.
Nice.
Hole 3.
Hole 3, 426 feet. If you're reaching for a mid-range here, you've got some serious power Most people are going fairway driver, some even distance driver, but there's plenty of room to work your Frisbee. So nobody's going to be swinging in huge hyzers, but you're going to see plenty of room for any kind of flex shot. There is OB on the left side that if you were to have some crazy flare out to the left, it would come into play possibly.
Yeah, exactly. The grass is pretty sticky over there, but
Emerson here with a stable Explorer, catching pretty well in the grass, and that's going to be right inside the circle.
yeah.
Not a bad shot,
him.
yeah.
No.
He's pretty solid with that Explorer. Pretty much any Explorer that he could use, he's very, very consistent with.
Yeah, that's his signature disc, and he feels comfortable throwing that thing anywhere from 300 to 450 feet.
This is beautiful here from Tom. Using all of the fairway, as I was saying. That was as much of a hyzer as you could possibly throw, and beautifully played to the pin.
Great start from Tom. Looks to go 3 under through 3. That's just ideal. Picture perfect.
Cale, I would imagine him throw H3V2 here, but I'm not sure what disc this is.
Looks great, whatever it is.
It's parked.
Wow. So good.
This is another Cale style hole.
Mm-hmm.
Just right in his powerhouse.
And this is a pretty fast driver out of Adam.
I think he's in the fairway driver range. I would expect like a Vulture or Onyx or something.
Yeah.
It looks like an Onyx maybe, but can't tell. Either way, he turned it over. He could do something from there. Here he is right now. This is going to be 70 feet. And it's going to be off. He's going to be taking a par on this hole.
Yeah, that's a tricky spot to to hit a putt from. Excuse me. You just you're looking at a downhill past the basket from that angle. Emerson grabbing that low left for the second hole in a row.
Yeah, still getting the job done. That's 3 for 3 for Emerson right there, and that's a good putt to hit as well. Right inside the circle. He hits a sweet spot.
Yeah, putting with those keystones and doing it well. We've got 2 players on this card starting out 3 for 3. Adam, maybe a little disappointed, but a ton of birdie holes to come. He just needs to stay patient, and his time will definitely be there. Cale tapping in his birdie.
More than a ton of birdie holes almost. Luke.
Yeah.
Every hole out here, guys, is a scoring hole, and these guys are looking to execute it every time.
That's right, 6 slow-mo from Cale. He's got the smoothest form in the game, just spinning the disc onto the line. Been doing it for a long time, too. Hole 4, 701 feet. Up this little hill. It's got to be a turnover out of the hand for righty backhands. I think you're playing a forehand, aren't you, Kev?
I was until I witnessed Eagle go long with a roller.
Yeah.
Then ever since then, I've been trying to throw some rollers on the hole.
Right on.
Which is actually a good play. I would say roller is a fine play on this hole.
Yeah. There were a small handful of 2s on this hole. I think most of them coming via that roller.
This is ideal for an air shot from Emerson right there. Ballista Pro.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect angle.
Flattening out, hyzering, skipping.
How far do you think he'll have left?
120 feet, 130 feet.
Yeah.
You know, that was a huge shot.
A little too much turn there from Tom, it looks like, but doesn't matter.
No, yeah, there's no problems over there. He'll have an interesting approach. This green is low ceiling, and it is a raised basket as well. So just as you're accessing the green, those are things to keep in mind.
And Cale with perfect angle control as well.
Yeah.
Purple D2, I would imagine. Possibly D1.
Yeah.
I think it's a D2, though.
Trusted it on the hyzer release, flipped up and rode right perfectly. There is OB left, but it's fairly hard to find.
This is a good play by Adam right here. No distance, but just because it was low, and still, like, that's the play that he's going to make a birdie the most amount of times.
Mm-hmm. And even with a short drive, he still has a great opportunity at accessing this birdie.
Yeah, this sidearm filters super nicely. Needs to miss the thick stuff on
Just
those
get out.
trees, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Around, he got just around what he needed to and filtered all the way inside the circle, it looked like.
Yeah, great shot from him. He looks to be about 24 feet. Tom, from over on the right side of this fairway, also playing the forehand approach. Stop. Okay, yeah. Inside the circle as well. That cart path on the left does play OB, but thanks to some sticky grass, he's well inside the circle. Looking to make it 4 for 4. Sick shot from Cale. Wow.
Nicely done, Cale. Showing us how it's designed.
Yeah, one of the best putter throwers in the world. Emerson going back to that Bruins justice. A lot of you guys probably don't know that Emerson was a hockey player before he started playing disc golf. He had a lefty slap shot, which works perfectly for a righty backhand. If you think about those two motions, they're very similar. One of the reasons that Emerson is so proficient at such a young age in this sport, I think, is the hockey background.
Nice looking putt there from Tom.
Just nose up spinner out of Tom.
He looks like he's almost power gripping the disc.
I think he might be.
Please, no.
He gives it a little pump. Look at that intensity.
No way.
Great putt from him. The first of many that we'll see, I assume. So Tom starting 4 for 4. Emerson looking to match. And there's his birdie right there. If Adam hits this, we're almost guaranteed a star frame, which is a good score as a group on hole 4. It's definitely one you want to get. It's there for the taking.
There you go, Adam.
Good putt from Adam.
Pick it up, dude.
Good look at Adam's forehand, turning it over out of the hand with something stable, allowing it to come back. All right, Adam's on the board. Cale's a few under. Emerson and Tom slaying the course so far. This is their hardest challenge thus far, though. Hole number 5, 910 feet, dogleg right. Just need pump after pump on this one, huh, Kev?
Yeah, I agree. This is the biggest test that our competitors face so far in the round. It's just a really long par 4 that you have to have a ton of distance on in order to execute a birdie. Emerson does have plenty of distance. Gonna need full flight, though.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, I slipped just on my...
So he's well out of position. It's going to take a special shot from there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of this hole, though, is, I mean, he didn't get full flex, which is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
And he's going to be punished for that. So
Yeah. I think the worst thing you can do is full flex it, but pinch yourself on the right side. Anything ending up right half of the fairway is going to be a tricky approach. And I like this play right here.
Yeah, this has to be the most ideal play.
Yeah, anything past that box right there, the short box, is huge.
Yeah, a massive drive, like 550.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tom will be in great position to make that 5 in a row. Cale, 750 D1.
Cale doesn't throw very many rollers, does he?
Not that I know of.
I can't really picture it. Or in other words, I don't feel like I've seen him throw a bunch, but it's just such a roller hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not much OB. You've got a cart path on the left, but you've got long grass guarding it. It'd be really hard to get a roller to fight through the long grass and get OB, I think. So there's not much penalizing the aggressive play. Wow.
Very low and direct. Getting full flex, though, well over the tee pad.
Perfect placement.
Air shot on point from Adam Hammonds right there.
Ending up left side of the fairway. Perfect access to this green. I mean, he's left with basically the same shot he just threw.
Cale out of position. Probably like 550 from the pin, I'd say.
May have been able to get himself a long jump putt if he had a little more height on that one.
Yep. And Emerson is actually further up the fairway than I thought.
It's kind of hard to tell with that weird split slide thing that he did there at the end.
Yeah, he's probably like Cale, like 550 from the pin.
Oh,
Not bad.
jumps out, probably into circle 2 as well.
Oh, yeah, right inside circle 2.
We've seen him hit a few putts already this round.
Oh, I can promise you it's going to be close.
Yeah, right?
He's always dropping it right around the pin on those jumpers, so we'll see there. It's going to be close. Adam, this is from a really good position, and this is a strong suit of Adam as well. He has very good angle control with his fast discs, which is what this appears to be. Getting over just enough, but not enough. Needs to sit. Good action on the ground.
Yeah.
40 feet.
Yeah. That's a great opportunity at birdie. This hole coming in as the hardest hole on the day, averaging just barely under par at 3.95. Only 16% of the field getting the birdie on this one. Only 26% getting it inside circle 2 in regulation. Pretty crazy. And Tom, like we said, bomb off the tee, puts himself in a good position, and now he's got a chance to make it 5 straight.
Yep.
Just the ideal way to start your final round.
Skip in. Cale with the stress-free par, which is what he wants after what's happened in this hole. Emerson from 60 feet exactly. Watch this just be projected up on a hyzer and falling in the basket. I almost called it.
You did. You called the exact flight. Looked like that one went straight through the basket. Probably just a bit long.
That's the beauty of his putt, though. It doesn't go very much past the basket. He can use that to his advantage. Yep, that's a good putt right there from Adam. And he's needing birdies right now, so I imagine that was a slightly more stressful putt.
2 straight for Adam, getting things started.
He has a very close to ideal putting style, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's not much there. Pretty simple. He cocks it in full releases.
And it's going downwards, opening up that basket.
Yep.
Tom from the same distance here, trying to get a wind read, and it's swirling. I can promise you. That's probably why this hole played so hard, is because it's just tough to tell what the wind is actually doing.
Ooh. Little misread on the wind, I assume.
Possible misread or possible angle miss because he just kind of hit that headwind and went straight up with it.
Yeah, I wonder if he thought it was a downwind maybe. Looked like he did put it a bit high. I just assumed that every time he misses a putt that the wind did something crazy.
Yeah.
When it comes to Tom. You can tell he's so good at putting that he's not even happy with a missed 44-footer. It's cool to watch these young guys with so much confidence. Yeah, let's check this out. Pretty funny reaction from Emerson. Luckily, he didn't pull a groin or something, I guess, doing the splits. I don't think that's something that he's very good at.
I know I wouldn't be.
No, I'd be done. Yeah, if that happened to me.
My legs don't stretch too far apart for the splits.
No. Hole 6, gorgeous hole. Probably one of the featured holes here. Just a great one for spectators and a good birdie as well.
Yeah, for sure. Ideally on this hole, you got to just make sure that you throw it with enough power, because if you throw it too low or if you're short, that's the worst mistake you can make. You have a backstop behind the basket that's not going to punish you.
Right. Yeah, if you throw it anywhere near the basket, pace doesn't really matter. It'll end up
within the circle, likely. Maybe a straddle, but that's how you want to play this hole.
And there are definitely some swirling winds on this hole too.
100%. But right when the disc gets there...
Let it go.
Beautiful.
Great shot.
Yeah, right when the disc gets to about like the grass or the other side of the water, that wind starts to die down because of all those trees over there blocking it. We had a hole similar at the Minnesota Majestic a couple weeks back where the wind was doing a similar thing, and it's important to factor that in. Know what the wind is doing throughout the flight of the disc. Like Emerson hung it out really wide there, maybe expecting more wind play. Maybe he just released it wide, but...
He'll be left with a similar putt to the one he had yesterday. A low ceiling, pretty obstructed. We'll see what he can do.
Yep, Emerson and Tom both carding their first pars of the round on the last hole, is that right?
Mm-hmm. But coming in as the hardest hole on the course, that's maybe the one that you're okay parring and looking to get the rest.
Okay, now Tom put enough pace on it to actually be a really good drive. Thing went really straight.
Yeah. I think he took a little note out of the other guy's page. Their discs flipped up and kind of rode to the right. He played it a little more directly at the basket, knowing that it would flip up. This needs to go.
Yeah, it does. That's what you don't want to do. Oh, no.
Really uncharacteristic out of Cale. That's probably the first time that he's done that.
Probably.
And all the times he's played this hole.
Get up.
Yeah, great shot from him. From the drop zone. That's what that area was there. Emerson? Okay, I was wrong.
Yeah, he filtered way better than I thought.
Yeah. Good spot to end up.
Walked right through a spider web.
Carding another birdie, hopefully starting another streak. Same with Tom here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tom's not missing those very often. See, he's got that nice little pump right before he releases it, almost dictating where the putter's going to go before it even happens.
I do like the idea of some type of pump in both your drive and your putt, just telling your brain where to release it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a technique I picked up from Devin Owens when I was learning how to play.
Cale carding the only bogey, everybody else grabbing the birdies. And Emerson and Thomas, 5 under through 6 holes. I mean, that's hot. The front nine's playing harder than the back nine. So to get your birdies here, it sets you up nice, bodes well.
Yep, I agree. The shots that they've hit so far are repeatable shots, but to string them together is impressive. And let me tell you, if they can snag this one on top of it, this is where you can really start rolling. Actually, these next 3 holes that we're going to see on to end our front nine are crucial in your really, really hot round scores.
Yep. Definitely want to get them if you're trying to set up, a 15, 16 under type of round.
Yeah, and they're all probably in like the upper handicap as well. I would assume that these are 3 of the harder holes on the course, actually.
All right, that's fine.
That's favorable kick for Adam right there. He's going to be taking a 3.
Yeah. Anything left of that gap that hits and kicks left is almost entirely in jail. I ended up there in a practice round, and there's not much you can do. So to fight through and finish straight is great for Adam. Emerson going with that Explorer again, it looks like. This looks good.
That is so ideal.
Trickled down. He may have to straddle that one out, but he's well inside the circle.
That's almost a picture-perfect line from Emerson right there. Totally leaked inside, but that might have a putt.
Yeah. Depends on how much it scooted up that hill and back down the other side. Cale going with his FX2. Just need to miss that one. He does. Doesn't really get the skip, though. And that'll be a tricky 45-footer to this raised basket.
Yeah, that's not the result Cale was looking for. Adam doing the good play there, which is a jump putt layup or just a putt layup over the hill.
Mm-hmm. Yep, take your par.
Yeah, stress-free par here isn't the worst thing in the world at all.
Not at all. This hole coming in is the 3rd hardest on the course. Another little layup from Tom. 30% of the field was able to card the birdie on this one, but there were some overstrokes as well. And that's a bit out of Cale.
Yeah, I like it. He's got the competitor spirit, and at this point, he knows everything needs to go in. There's no point in laying up. And a good comeback, especially with the confidence there.
Yeah, great putt from Cale. Settling the basket for the next competitor. Pro move.
Emerson, no straddle necessary.
Wow.
He played this hole to perfection today.
Yeah.
And his round is as close to perfection as you can come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's that Explorer shot out of Emerson, cresting the hill, getting over the top. That's what you have to do to get the birdie on this one. Well done from him, and he is 6 under through 7 holes, just lighting up this front nine.
So we just played the 3rd handicapped hole, Luke. What handicap is hole 8 going to come in at?
Yesterday it played as the most difficult hole on the course. Today, the 5th most difficult. A few more people able to get their birdies. Maybe a few people not playing as aggressive and going out of bounds. There is a creek on your second shot that plays out of bounds left. And it really does come into play. Lots of people playing roller second shots, trying to access the screen. It's just a tricky hole, but it starts with a pump off the tee. Try to get as much distance as you can.
This is one of the more high-level holes on the course. It does take about 3 well-played shots to execute a birdie here. Emerson doing the first one pretty well. Anything over that last hump that he just cleared is very good.
Put himself in prime position again. Well done from him. You'll see a lot of rollers on this hole. Lots of guys going wide, big ante around that tree. Emerson choosing to go up the middle. Just quite a variety of ways to play this one.
Run over.
Common result here from Adam. Fading out well early, but totally inbounds and still in birdie play.
Yeah, no harm there.
He's just got a big hyzer from there on his second shot.
Tom kind of looked to be lining up the big ante as well. Go. Through it. Okay. That was pretty fortuitous to end up getting through it right there. He cut that big ante a little inside, but that's no worries. He'll need 2 huge shots from there to get the birdie. Oh, and this looks great. Stay up.
Yeah, almost perfect angle from Cale there, and plenty of room to work on his next shot.
And it's just about how aggressive do you want to get from here. Looks like he's going full aggressive. That was a roller.
If he wants to get a birdie here, he needs to get really aggressive. He didn't get quite enough distance off the tee. Oh no, that can't be good.
Stop. Stop. Short of that.
Okay. Yeah. So 1, 2, and 3 out. He could possibly get a par if he throws a really good shot coming up.
Yeah, that's true. He's still probably, what, 3 1/4, 350 out, though?
Yeah, with a well-guarded pin.
Yeah. That's a perfect shot from Adam. Pushes that OB on the left, gives him a great angle into the green. If you've got this, that's definitely a preferred way to play that second shot. A little bit inside from Emerson, but he'll have an opportunity to go 7 through 8.
I can't tell if he's looking somewhat straight or if he's actually going to have to do some strange bending work with the Frisbee there. Emerson isn't, I don't think he's going to be in a perfect position. Adam Hemmons, though, will be. He placed that shot phenomenally. And Cale here, is this shot number 2? Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And it's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Unless, don't skip. Just
Nah.
chill. Just chill. Okay.
Nothing too crazy. Almost all the time. I haven't seen anything insanely flary off of that skip there. This is where Tom is going to want to get up and down. How far is he? He's got a great angle at the basket.
Wow. Fantastic shot from him.
Needs to sit if it hasn't. Appears to have sat. That's a great shot. So this is kind of blind from Emerson. Hanging it so far out there, though. Okay.
Stop.
So he caught the cabbage that is in the way of that shot. It's not really any way to get around that without going long of the pin.
Turn. Oh, yeah.
Late flip.
Ooh. Sick shot from Cale. That's the way that backhand players have to do it. You take the inside gap with a putter or mid-range.
I really enjoy the option of the sidearm or the backhand approach on this last shot. That's a no-brainer for Adam, though. And getting as close as he was there is impressive. It's hard to get as close. And Emerson again.
Yeah. Typically, in the past, I feel like he walks through and does a little step putt on these.
Oh,
but
for sure.
He's just standstill banging putts from everywhere at this point.
When you get so comfortable with your stroke, that's what you can do.
Wow.
You don't need to step.
Perfect putt from him. Cool slow-mo from par save. And Emerson continues that tear. Nice putt from Cale, putting with Glow P Model S's. It's a great feeling, super glidey putter out of Prodigy's lineup. And now Tom to save a good par after throwing his roller out of bounds on the second shot. This would be a great par. Anytime you play this hole in just 4 throws, you've done a fantastic job.
You are right about that. Very necessary par save from Tom there.
You could hear Tom say he's pretty stoked about it.
Nice. Yeah. And Adam, I think that was really impressive play from there.
It's the easiest birdie I've seen on that hole yet.
Yeah. So much work done on that second shot, getting so much distance and a perfect angle to attack this green.
3 birdies on that hole? No wonder it played easier. This card right here messed up and skewed the statistics.
They did. All of them threw it in 4 shots. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Hole number 9 says it's 380 feet. We feel like it plays more towards the 420 mark. A little uphill. Lots of times a bit of a head breeze as well. And these players are looking to get it all the way to the hole. If you end up 35 feet short, you've got one of the scariest putts on the course. And you can go OB.
So this is the final hole, our front 9, obviously.
Yep.
But this is the 3rd hole of these really crucial holes. There's 3 holes here that can really affect your score, give you a nice little bump in either direction.
Yep. And Emerson's got 2 of the 3 so far.
He has. This is to be perfect, and to only have missed 1 hole on the front 9. It looks to be high, but it's gonna spike if it catches that dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's that putt we're talking about.
There's no way that he's laying that up, though, today.
No. He's an aggressive player. He's hit a bunch of good putts. I expect him to continue that run.
Adam working his whale sack, getting all the moisture off his hand, trying to find a comfortable grip. That's what all of our players are dealing with this weekend. Just leave your hand be for a couple seconds and it's soaking wet almost. That is no bueno right there.
No,
that's going to be OB.
Yeah. Little turned over in his hand. There was a left to right wind playing on this hole today, so anything that started turning over, I think just continued, and that's a mistake out of him. Lift.
Backside sand dune.
Yeah, it's not the worst place to be.
It's actually a solid place to be. I really like that spot. He's inside the circle, well inside the circle, with an uphill putt. It's not crazy windy, really. That's where you want to be.
Yeah, anything that gets you pin high allows you to have a more runnable putt. I think the shorter you are, the harder your putt is. So
yeah, you're exactly right.
Smash one up there behind the basket's even a good play.
And a hard spike. Yeah, it's a reverse.
Oh, yeah.
It just amazes me how that ground absorbs the skip. Adam from out of bounds. This is a putt to save par.
I think he's probably got about 50 feet left.
50 feels longer though because it's so uphill.
Oh yeah.
He's got not perfect footing. This would be incredible.
Just underneath it?
Yeah, just under it. Really good angle and line.
Yeah, it looked like it had a chance for a second.
This is huge from Emerson. And he didn't give it enough juice. So his second par on the round.
I think 7 under through 9, though. Pretty good.
Oh, it's a great spot.
Yeah. You've got a highly eagleable hole 18. So able to get one of those strokes back for sure.
Oh, my word.
Tom laser beams. Expect nothing less.
That was the best looking putt of the round by far. And by far the most death putt of the round. So
Yeah, good time to put one together.
yeah, the focus there was off the charts.
Big putt from Cale. There you
Cale, nice. If that didn't have the steam that it had, it may have been pushed out by these Prodigy baskets, but he hit it hard and it penetrated the chains and got in there. It's a nice putt.
Yeah, that's a great putt from him.
And Adam taking no time on his 12-footer.
Yeah. 12, 15. Emerson either. There we have it. Front nine of your 2020 final round at the Preserve Championship presented by Prodigy. Thanks for joining Kevin Jones. I'm Luke Humphries. We'll see you guys on the back nine.
Come check it out, guys. We've got Emerson Keith and Tom Earhart making a run on the leaderboard. We will catch you guys there.